One of the methodologies that we really try to get across to our athletes is the 10 physical skill sets that any athlete pulls upon when they're in their sport. You take power, for instance, you need to work on speed and you need to work on strength to improve power on the football field. And so that's, we're going to work on sprint mechanics, work on our first step to improve an athlete's speed, and then we're going to work on strength. So that's your deadlifts and your squats and your raw strength movements. Put those together, the speed and the strength, and now we have power.
Starting to squat, just stay tight in the hips as you move.
But they have to do it in full body movements, functional movements that they do on the field. So if you're sprinting and turning and changing direction, you're going to do that in here as well. So that prepares those athletes for what happens in game day, right? When the lights come on, they've already been under, whether it's an intense sprint or whether it's a long endurance metcon, they've been challenged in all these different ways. If you're dealing with younger athletes, you're really looking at, can they move well? And then can they show that under load before you're really going to start to increase the weight to anything that's anywhere near a max. Our job is to make sure that they move well, and then we'll move to perform. And one of the things that we really establish and develop here is mental toughness, and that happens every day with the workouts that they do. They're always constantly pushing their limits, and that helps them when things get tough in their performances. So we try to help our athletes understand how to feel their body for performance. Then the next thing I'd say is we try to help our athletes understand how to warm up properly, and then on the flip side, helping our athletes understand also how to stay healthy. So that recovery process is huge for our athletes staying healthy, and unfortunately it's just not looked at in sports nearly enough. But the coaches and the community is what helps all of us get to that end goal. So whatever our goals are, we're there to support each other. We're there to help keep each other safe. Your coaches are there to help make sure you move well. We spend a lot of hours in here as coaches just working on spotting mechanics, and then how do we help those athletes improve in those weaknesses. The competitive atmosphere that the community creates also helps improve that, because that's the same intensity that you're going to use on the field or in your sport.
You're going to push away. The movement's coming through his shoulders.
I've seen a lot of these kids start these camps not knowing each other and finish these camps good friends that stay in touch over the course of their athletic seasons, checking on each other, see how things are going, and oftentimes end up training together beyond the 8 weeks here and lean on each other to help improve and continue to grow.